The air hung heavy with unspoken words. Dinner plates sat, emptied and cold, on the table between them. Once they would have lingered, hands brushing, eyes locking in shared laughter. Now, Sarah stared at the flickering television, a poor substitute for the warmth she craved. Mark scrolled through his phone, a digital shield against the awkward silence that had become their nightly ritual. They were physically close, yet emotionally miles apart. The passion they once shared, the intimacy that had bound them together, seemed a distant memory. Their love, once a roaring fire, was now a flickering ember, starved of attention and threatening to fade into ash. This, Sarah realized with a pang of fear, was what it looked like to fall out of love, or perhaps more accurately, to fall out of lust. To forget how to bridge the chasm that had grown between them, a chasm devoid of touch, of desire, of the very essence of their connection. This quiet tragedy played out in homes around the world is a stark reminder that love, even the most passionate, requires nurturing. Without it, the flame of desire dwindles, leaving behind a chilling emptiness. The sad truth is that Sarah and Mark's story is not unique. It's a global trend. Studies show a significant decline in sexual activity over the past few decades. In the United States, married couples reported having sex about 51 times per year in the late 1990s. By the 2010s, that number had dropped to 45 times per year. This downward trend is mirrored in other developed countries. Japan, for example, is facing a sex recession. A 2016 survey found that nearly half of married couples hadn't had sex in the past month. More than a quarter of young Japanese people admitted to having no interest in sex at all. These statistics paint a sobering picture. We live in a world of unprecedented access to potential partners, yet intimacy, it seems, is waning. The question is why? The reasons behind this decline are complex and multifaceted. Stress, that ever-present companion of modern life, plays a major role. Long work hours, financial pressures, and the constant barrage of information overload leave us feeling drained and depleted, with little energy left for intimacy. Technology, ironically designed to connect us, often serves to isolate us. We are tethered to our devices, constantly checking emails, scrolling through social media, and consuming endless streams of digital content. This digital dependence robs us of precious time with our partners and creates a barrier to genuine connection. Perhaps the most insidious culprit is the erosion of emotional intimacy. We live in a culture that prioritizes achievement and self-reliance, often at the expense of vulnerability and emotional connection. We struggle to communicate our needs, to express our desires, and to truly see and be seen by our partners. This lack of emotional intimacy can lead to performance anxiety, particularly for men. The pressure to perform sexually, fueled by unrealistic expectations perpetuated by pornography and media, can create a sense of inadequacy and fear of failure, further hindering intimacy. The consequences of this decline in intimacy are far-reaching. The emotional pain of feeling disconnected from one's partner can be profound, leading to feelings of loneliness, resentment, and anger. It can erode self-esteem and create a sense of insecurity within the relationship. The lack of physical intimacy can also have a negative impact on men's self-confidence. When men don't feel desired or desirable, it can lead to feelings of inadequacy and even shame. This can create a vicious cycle, further hindering their ability to connect with their partners. Furthermore, the lack of intimacy can increase the risk of infidelity. When emotional and physical needs are not met within a relationship, partners may be more likely to seek fulfillment elsewhere. This can lead to a breakdown of trust and ultimately, the dissolution of the relationship. Beyond the personal toll, the decline of intimacy has broader societal implications. It contributes to a sense of isolation and loneliness, which can have negative effects on mental health and overall well-being. The good news is that this trend is not irreversible. Couples can reignite the flame of intimacy by prioritizing emotional connection. This begins with open and honest communication. Create a safe space where you can both express your needs, desires, and fears without judgment. Make time for each other, even amidst busy schedules. Schedule regular date nights, away from the distractions of work and technology. Engage in activities that you both enjoy and that allow you to connect on a deeper level. Remember that intimacy thrives on novelty and excitement. Break free from routine and try new things together. Explore new hobbies, travel to new places, or simply try a new restaurant. The key is to inject a sense of adventure and playfulness back into your relationship. And if you want to satisfy your life and your partner even more, check out the Sex Boost supplement link in the description.